There's the old kitty cat. Nathan got a lot of chiseling done last night. He moved over to this field at dark, and I think he ran till about midnight and got most of it done, minus the end rows. Not too shabby. Well guys, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening to all. Welcome to Hartung Family Farms. And today, I'm hoping it's going to be the last little bit of chiseling that I got to do. I'm hoping that I can finish up Zymets, and that basically is done with the small chisel. Nathan's got another 100 acres to do around here. Basically finish up what's west of the road and then do about probably 80 acres east of the road. And then he's gonna head north, and we just got Andrew and Bellevue. That's all we got left for chiseling, which is good. Getting down there, because we're gonna get rain this weekend, probably gonna be shut down through Monday. After that, hopefully we'll finish up and with chiseling Tuesday or so. And then it's gonna be full blower and anhydrous and spraying. So we got a lot going on. Hopefully we can get it all done today and stop blowing hoses and breaking things. So hope at least. Fueling. Darbean putting on his gas. There's Pat with the drag. He's gonna drag this after he dissed it. Then he's gonna go down and seed it. Got my hose, let's head out. Got the new tank. We'll pull this thing down to Curtis, and then I can finally start getting the new hose assembled and chiseled. There's Curtis. He's just getting rolling. He's got 180 acres of corn to do down here. So get your butt moving, Kurt. He's got one tank on him, full tank there, and a full tank behind him. Behind me. So just a fair reminder, as spring weather is upon us, there are going to be a lot more slow moving vehicles out in the field, out on the roads, so that farmers can get from field to field to get their crops in. So just take your time. 5 minutes is not worth your life or mine. Please just take a deep breath, and let the farmers do their job and get to where they're going. So when you're repairing hoses, you got to be sure to put plumber's tape or whatever it's called on there to seal it. You got to make sure you put it on the right way, because you got to put it with the direction that you're spinning. If you put it the other way, when you spin your fitting on, you actually unthread your tape, and then it's worthless. Just put a good layer around the threads. This just helps make sure the entire threads, the entire fitting is sealed. Cool, now I'll get some wrenches to tighten this thing down, and then zip tie everything together, and we're good to go. I suck at identifying which size of wrench fits what, so I just grab a bunch. First guess. That's probably good. There we go. Probably good enough there. Now the real thing, let's hook it up and see if it'll work. Hi, Daisy. Didn't see anything squirting out, so I think we're good to go. Looks good. All right, let's load up. Ready to go. Putting this thing out of the way, and then we're gonna get chiseling, whatever you want to say.
Okay, today is Friday. We are going to turn these cows into this pasture here. Hopefully they have a little fun in here, but we'll see what happens. There they go. Get going. Come on. Let's go. So, come on. Let's go. Come on, let's get going here. Get out there. There we go. Get them out in this green grass. Let them play around out there for a while. Usually they run around like they're crazy. So they get to play around out here for a while. Eat a little grass.
Rolling much smoother now. You can kind of see the difference. I made a pass and a half so far. You can kind of see the difference between last night and this morning. Much better. So the reason that Pat is working that ground so much, he's dissed it 3 times and he's going to drag it next, is because we are going to put that into a hay strip. So what we're going to do is this afternoon he's going to come up here and seed oats and also alfalfa. Oats is the parent crop, which you need basically to grow this season. You'll harvest them this summer, and then the alfalfa will basically take stand after the oats, and you'll harvest that for the next 7 years. So when you got 7 years of hay coming, you want to make sure that it's a nice smooth ground to make it easier for you to cut hay. So that's why we're working it so much. It's just kind of neat being on the crest of the hill, just farming the long rows. So basically every mile that I run, I have my performance data on my Pro 700 hooked up. Every mile that I go, I work 2 acres, or a little bit less than that. So you can kind of see I've driven 2.3 miles. I've actually driven while at the chisel down 2.2, and I've worked 4.5 acres. Not bad. Well, this is kind of neat. Target rate, target area. Huh. I wish this would be pre-populated with your field. That'd be kind of neat, but oh well. Yeah, so it said if I was going like this, it'd take me 4.5 hours to do 70 acres, but that's instant. That does not include all the turns, so. Huh, really neat. Never really messed with this before. All right, Pro 700. You're on my bad side, my S list yesterday. Got some kind of neat stuff. I'll play around with you for a little bit today. Right, Daisy girl? I was wondering where Pat was. I never see him. I just assumed he was on the back side there, but he just called me and said Rhonda's here for dinner. Where? I don't know, because I still don't see him. He's got to be over here somewhere. I don't know.
Okay, let's get these 3 calves out here. Come on, you're going. Come on. Yeah. But
you guys might be wondering, what's a little darker gray spot up ahead of me? Well, that is a bluff. That is a bluff that we had covered up in dirt that I do not want to chisel through that at all. It's literally a straight rock. Because it's just eroded itself and exposed itself over the last couple of years, and it's bigger than a car. We tried to dig it up before, we just couldn't do it. So every 5 years or so, we just have it covered up with more dirt and try not to dig over it and hope for the best, because there's no chance of moving that anytime soon. Maybe blowing it up someday, but other than that, not a whole lot. Having a dozer come in and fix waterways is great and all, but man, the aftermath is rough. Just trying to get it as cleaned up as possible and farmable. There's Pat right there, he's out dragging. So we got this place dissed 3 times, now it looks nice. Now he's dragging it, smoothing it out, then he'll get the drill and seed and start seeding it. Well, I am just gonna keep plugging away. We stopped for lunch, had a good chat, let the plan for today and tomorrow. Go from there. Pat's folded up and all done. Speaking of Adele. Hello.
okay, I'm back. Day 3 in a row. I see Curtis is way over in the distance, way back by the timber line, doing anhydrous. I'm gonna be hauling tanks today of anhydrous. Looks like I have an extra gift back here. Looks like could be oats. Must be gonna sow some oats and some grass here the way it looks. Grass, oats. Looks like we got a couple more projects gonna go on at the same time here. So Pat coming up, he's gonna take this off for me so I can take this truck and get tanks. So that's the job. Let's get her done.
Last of the long passes, last of the half-mile long passes. But now it's gonna start getting shorter, so I mean, I've probably done 45 acres, I would guess. So I just got this chunk and then this chunk. I'll be done in 2 hours, I'd guess. And then, what time is it right now? 2 o'clock, so by 4 o'clock I'll be on to the next field and hopefully be done by 7 and heading home. The GoPro beeps wake her up, but she was a sleepy pup. Going through all these waterways is extremely fun. And by extremely fun, I mean not at all. It's a lot of thumb workout. Try not to kill any grass, but get as much tillage done as possible.
There's Mrs. Bean. Mrs. Bean likes to watch the Hartung family channel. She's cutting grass.
Got some hay bales sitting here that need to be picked up at some point here soon. That's from the hay strip of the hay crop last summer. We just have them sitting here because we don't have a ton of storage back home for bales. So Pat, that's where Pat got the bales at from yesterday's video. Card for that right here. I'm on the short rows for the most part. I got probably another half hour worth of rows here, and then start the outside rounds, and I'll probably take an hour. Looks like I got my buddy returning. Case is a little neighbor boy that lives down the street from this farm. I always like to swing by when he sees us running. What are you up to today?
Oh, not a whole lot. Just about getting done with that anhydrous.
Oh, what's on the task next then?
Start planting.
This weekend?
I don't know. I think it's too early yet.
I agree. Especially when they're saying good chance of snow.
Huh?
Sunday. Yeah, we might get some snow on Sunday. Daisy, you got a friend? Yeah? You got a friend? Somebody that actually give you attention?
Plug it down on her.
Oh yeah. 17-footer. Really makes it work. Alright, Pro 700's back on my you-know-what list. It just shifted all my lines over about 9 feet. Why? I don't know. You can kind of see I'm having to manually steer it. I literally have zero clue why it did that. If it doesn't do it fix it by the next pass, I'm just gonna have to nudge it back over. But it shifted all my coverage and everything. What the hell? I know, right, Case? On the outside rounds, finished up this in about a half hour like I guessed, and I guess this would take me an hour to do these 2 outside rounds. So we'll see if it actually takes an hour. But they're slow going. I can't go very fast because I can't twist the GoPro that much, but if I go fast, it'll throw dirt out onto the hay, and I don't really want to do that. Yeah, you want to keep the dirt in the field as much as you can.
Okay, you got the bud man back here, and we are on downtime. We got 3 tanks up here. There's one back there, one there, one over there. So we got 3 tanks up here waiting to get filled. Once we get these filled up, we should be rocking and rolling again. Curtis has still probably got about a half, 3/4 of a tank left to get that done. So I wonder how many tanks they run through here in a day's time. I bet they run through a lot of tanks. How I can tell that the tanks are mine, or we put a yellow ribbon on them. So if we see the yellow ribbon, which is right there, we know the tanks are ours, so that way I can keep track of them. So.
There goes Case. Thanks for riding with me, buddy. He says he'll be back. He picked a good round to leave me because it's this last round's always rough. Just because you're going across different angles of chisel ruts, and chisel ruts are extremely rough when you're not going with them. But last round, reason number 568 why I hate chiseling. Man, is it rough. Just about have it done though, last pass. You can kind of see how it's just very ridgy. That's just kind of what a chisel does. It does a great job of incorporating fertilizer and burying residue. Wow, does it suck. Right, Daisy? Yeah, this is bumpy. I'm having to go 5 miles an hour because I really can't go any faster. Oof. Just like that, the field is done. 70 acres, 50 acres, 60, I don't even know. Good amount of acres. So now I move over to this field and almost done. All right, let's get out and get Daisy Girl some water and stuff, stretch her legs.
Okay, everyone, I'm cruising down the highway. That's what we're doing. A lot of windshield time. Hauling tanks. Curtis just called. He just run out, so pretty much perfect timing. I'll get down here and I'll drop this off, grab another tank, take it up, fill it up, keep him going. Supposed to rain this weekend, so hopefully we can get a lot done yet tonight. So let's keep on going. wonder what Ron's doing. He was over at Zyment Farm doing some tillage. Hopefully Nathan's back doing tillage. Pat's doing oats, and Bud's hauling tanks, and Curtis is doing anhydrous. So everybody's got something to go on. We were hoping to get to Andrew tonight, but I don't know if we're going to get there or not.
My name's Case. I'm the one.
You gotta hold it like right there. There you go.
I'm so you're riding with Ron today because I ain't got nothing else to do. See, we got daisies down there. Ron's we're chiseling up here at the Davenport. We're getting ready to see oats over there. They got the 190 on the drag and the 340 on the disc. So yeah.
This camera is awesome. You can back right up to it. Watch him hook it up. Now he's putting the chains on. Almost perfect every time.
So up here at this farm, this field that we're on right now, we call it by the house. It's a pretty square field. It's got about 70 or 24 acres. I wish I would be able to zoom in on this map, but Case's crappy GPS decides to basically put the one point of the B way up here, so it zooms it way out. I can't really show you too much, but it's just a big old longer square like that. It's not too bad.
There's my grandpa over there with the oats drill. We just got unseen waterways.
Alrighty, so the people want to know, who's the weirdo sitting next to me in the buddy seat for the last couple hours? Minus Daisy.
She's a good dog.
She's a good dog. So who are you?
Case Holger.
And where do you live at?
I live
Right there?
Yeah, Yellow House.
I gotcha.
Yeah.
So how did you meet me, or how did we meet?
Pat was doing some custom shopping for my dad, and you were down there riding with him, so I seen your channel, and I was like, oh, that's the YouTube guy. So yeah,
That's the YouTube guy.
So that's how we met.
Yeah, I remember that because we were chopping at your bottom field there, and I flew the drone. So how old are you?
I'm 11.
What grade are you in?
5th.
Fifth?
Yeah.
You sure you're smart enough to be in 5th grade? You should be in like 7th grade.
Yeah, I should be.
You should be. How's the 2023 growing season going so far?
Oh, today I think we finished in Hydra. We gotta get the bar back down to the co-op and hook the plant around and get ready for plant 23, I guess.
Yeah, it's coming quicker than we realize, that's for sure. What's your favorite thing to do on the farm?
Oh, I like running combine.
Combine? Yeah, it's pretty fun.
Yeah.
How's the buddy seat? Your butt getting sore yet?
Case I actually did on their brand new tractors. The buddy seats actually are nice.
Nice.
Good. It's actually got cushion in it. Ours don't.
Does that one have cushion in it?
Yeah.
Nice. Good job, Daisy. So yeah, so that's Case. That's the guy that's been riding with me for a little bit. And I got waterways, so we'll convince us later. So I got a Snapchat from Nathan not too long ago. The wheels were quite literally falling off of his operation today. He lost a mainframe wheel on his chisel. And by that I mean the bearing must have just gave out and shot the tire off. Hopefully he didn't actually run over the tire, but I don't know how he would have avoided it because the tire's right in between all the frames. So he's getting it fixed. That's kind of why Pat hasn't been over here to seed those oats yet. Hopefully he gets to it tonight, but it's kind of getting late on him already.
We're pulling out of Everharts again. Whoops, gotta get scale. Oh, shoot. Yeah, I forgot to get it weighed out, so usually I just come right through here, but I didn't do that this time for some dumb reason. This way I can get the scale on it. 10,710. Green light means go, so yeah, usually I can just pull right up here, but I kind of had a brain fart. Back to Curtis I go. Hi ho, hi ho, hi ho. Kay and Larry, Jeanette's sister Kay and brother-in-law Larry are coming up to Iowa around May 5th, so they'll get here about the 7th, 8th, or 9th. And they're gonna spend here a while, so we'll get some golf in then anyway.
It's gonna be a nice golden hour. Let's get the drone up in the air. What do you think, Corn Dog? I think she agrees.
flat chisel ground. Ronald's up in Andrew or up at Tim's, one or the other. I think Tim's. Nathan's down at Mom and Dad's working. Dad's about to go up to Tim's and drill some oats in. He was disking yesterday and today, getting that all prepared up. Not going too bad. A lot of dust fines, pretty dang dry. They're calling for rain tomorrow, so we'll do a pretty good push here tonight and tomorrow morning maybe if we can get out before the rain. But we could use it.
So I hope you enjoyed that drone footage, but while I was flying a drone, I plugged up about right there and drug all the way. I haven't done that since yesterday. Kind of surprised me because I was, like I said, flying my drone. Sorry, Case, he wanted me to fly that drone when he drove by, but unfortunately Pat just called me and Nathan just called me with some very, very, very bad news. Our big chisel, the good chisel, is royally screwed, as in it is done for the year. They found some major cracking on the frame, and so the bearing just going off and the wheel falling off is just a secondary failure or a downstream failure. Therefore, this thing's got to do an extra 50 acres for sure. And hopefully the surprise we're going to be getting on Monday or Tuesday is going to take care of the rest of the corn on corn ground. More to come on that. That kind of sucks. My day just got a lot longer. That's what it is. So what I'm finding with this chisel is the faster I go, the smoother it makes it. So I was going slow on this outside round because if you don't, you'll be flinging dirt onto the grass strip or away from the field. We don't want that. We want to keep our dirt in the field. So I slow down here and there's more ridging. Whereas here I'm going about that 6.5, 7 mile an hour, like a lot less ridging. Obviously there's a little bit of ridging right here when I'm turning, but so I'm finding that speed is actually better with this chisel. Less lumpy, more even finish, smoother finish I should say. Pro 700 beeps are annoying as heck, which will basically make it for a much better seed bed to plant into once we finish it. So look at that, that's like an onion bed. You can almost plant into that. I mean, obviously we'll finish it one more time once we put anhydrous on, but that's not bad. So we have a massive change in plans now that Nathan's chisel has a catastrophic failure. So like I said, this chisel is going to go up to Bellevue to do the bottom pieces. We can't do that tonight because it's not fertilized. We're going to do it tomorrow morning first thing. So Nathan's going to come up here, bring a grease gun, fuel and def. We're going to fill all this stuff up, and then I'm going to take this thing up to Bellevue. We're going to park it down there. Nathan will pick me up or somebody will bring me. And then Nathan's just going to go hard at it tomorrow before the rain hits and try to get all this stuff done. It just sucks because the chisel on Nathan's was supposed to get Andrew done and then get up to Bellevue. So it just, whatever, catastrophic failures happen, but it halts our farming progress, that's for sure.
Here comes Curtis. So, okay, I'm back. Got 2 full tanks here now. One here, one way back there. Curtis got the 3rd, and I got a 4th one up at Everhart's getting filled up. So we're making some headway anyway, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. We are making some headway. Hopefully the boys are doing some tillage work. Pat just drove by. Look, gonna go plant some oats over there at the Zyment farm. That's where Ron's at. He's working ground over there. Curtis is coming here with this. Must have an empty tank, so a lot of bouncing around going on here with this tractor. Now he's gonna put his goggles on. He'll put goggles on, gloves on. He'll come in and unhook everything up. There's gotta be safety. This stuff is some bad stuff if you don't know what you're doing. You always wanna have the wind going against you, away from you, not with you, away from you. So that way all the stuff when it comes out blows that way, don't get in your eyes. Right, Curtis? You need anything yet?
No.
Don't you ever drink anything?
I have some water in there.
So, how many more tanks we need here?
Maybe one more.
Then where are we going?
I might go down to Mom and Dad's, or I might go up to the butcher's. I'm not sure yet.
Okay, well, we'll figure it out when we get there. Uh-oh, somebody's out of fuel. There goes Nathan with the fuel truck. Ronald must be out of fuel up at Zymet, so he's heading up there with that. A lot of working hours, a lot of man hours, a lot of engine hours, a lot of diesel. Take a look, see here, make sure everything's looking good. This is how cold this stuff is. This is actually, that's ice. You don't want to touch it, but that is ice, ice, ice cold. Let's get out of the way here. I'll hook up that thing there and go get back in line so I get it filled up.
So up here we have our Case 340 Magnum, our older one with the chrome stack with a 3950 case disc. I think it's like a 27 footer or 26 footer. Over there we have our Maxim MXM 190 pulling our McFarlane HDL 1000 40 foot harrow or drag, whatever you want to call it. And then you got me in the 400 HD pulling our 17 foot Glencoe chisel. Let's go kick some of the dirt off. Kick as much dirt off the frame as I can. So now I'm in a waiting game, waiting for Nathan to get here with the fuel wagon, fill me up with fuel, def, and grease. Hi, DZ girl. Hi. So we're just waiting for a fuel, grease, and def delivery from Nathan. I don't know what else I can do besides hold my thumb. I kicked all the dirt off the Soul Saver and just chill. Here comes Pat with the drill. There's no way he gets that field done tonight, but we'll at least get a start on it. Greasing, juicing, and dinosaur bones in right now. Off we go. Full and pretty full. Time to head out. Now I'm gonna head to Bellevue. Howdy, Case. Bellevue bound I go. See you guys later. I love it when the road's so dang narrow that you are literally covering the entire road. And I appreciate the person behind me. Thanks for waiting. Just not a good spot to pull off up back there. This is a predicament. Nice job, McDonald. First planter I've seen in the county. And what an odd combination. Deere planter with a Case tractor. Just a friendly reminder for folks, if you're coming at something that is as wide as the road almost, it is bigger than you. It is much harder to fit into a small driveway. Car, if you were approaching, would be very generous if you could just stop and pull off and let the bigger thing pass. That would be much nicer, much appreciated, as opposed to just ramming right at me and expecting something to happen. One arc.
Here we go again. We're gonna hook her up here. I love this camera. Boy, that is nice. Nice, nice, nice.
2 accidents almost within a mile. I'm gonna give people a break because it's the first week that farmers are out in the fields and moving. But come on, people, use your head. I can't go very many places. Just, you guys watch this, just please listen to me. We don't want to be on the road as much as you don't want us to be. Please just be courteous. Give a good old 5-finger wave to the farmer as one of us pulls off. But don't just both of us keep going. Thanks, guys. 5-finger wave, not one. Halts! Fun fact, this is where we buy some of our seed corn from. Cornelius Seed is headquartered right 20 miles away. How nifty is that? And that's new since I've driven by last. It also looks like they have 4 Oxbow heads, or 2 Oxbow 4-row heads. Huh. This guy, so many claps and snaps to you. Thank you. Gal, my fault. But thank you. She's getting dark. No, it's worthless. As I'm driving along, I see there's 2 windshield wipers right on the corners here. What are you gonna wipe? Hey, you got these big old platforms and exhaust in the way. What's the point of saying that? I don't know.
She's got white hair. It's like gray hair's coming on an old man. God, it's nice out, isn't it?
Beautiful.
I don't really know what we're gonna do with this calf. Probably just gonna keep bottle feeding him and get rid of her.
What number is it?
I think it's 10. One of the long cows.
Hi, Mama. Okay, we're bottle feeding this calf here because Mama's got a big bag there and she can't figure out how to get it. So to make sure she gets enough milk, they do this once or twice a day.
Twice, right?
Twice a day, morning and night.
Yep. We're hoping the calf moves out.
Curtis is coming in to get another tank. You're thirsty, little bugger.
I think Dad said the one.
So to your left, you'll see some deer right through the trees. Ooh, 5 deer. Quite a bit of deer. And then up on top of the hill, you got a nice big old John Deere tractor with a anhydrous bar putting on gas. And of course, it's over the hill so you can't see. So I pull in there real quick and go say hi. Imagine the looks I'd get.
Backwards? Oh. We got Nathan in there now. You can see him right there. Got the line, lines it up perfectly. This is really cool. It saves quite a bit of time.
Made it. Now I wait. That guy's going slow. Just kidding, I have no idea what this guy is doing. Just turned around right in front of me. Kind of a little sus, because he took 5 minutes to get from the road to here. So I saw him. Let's shut this puppy down. She's been cooled down for about 5 minutes now. Good enough. Now I sit here for a while. I play with the dog for a little bit. It's getting a little chilly and a little dark to really do much. My savior, I've only been here for about an hour. Oh well, all I got is time. Stay here, Daisy. This has got the nice truck. A diesel. You know where Bellevue's at, right?
I do now.
Yeah, just making sure. He went to Andrew first. Come on, Daisy. Come on. Come on. Good girl. Good girl. Broke down again. Don't know what is this time, but something. And oh man, what a day. We got a lot done. I'll recap that on the way home, but I need to get moving because I got a Gino's order to pick up. Wife wanted pizza tonight. It's a lot later than I thought, but she's been an absolute trooper this week. So I figured I'd oblige. There's Curtis. He's finishing up with this 170, 80 acres, somewhere around there. He'll finish up with that tonight and then move down south and maybe, who knows, get that field half done. We got about 200 acres chiseled today, which is pretty good. We absolutely wrecked the one chisel. I wouldn't say we wrecked it, but it needs some welding done. It's not like it's anything we haven't done before. We did it to the opposite side, the left-hand side, 2 years ago. So it is what it is. And then we'll, like I said, have probably 250 acres of anhydrous done today. And then had 8 acres of oats sowed, so another 7 to go tomorrow. So this dog's tired. I need to get some pizza. So I am also very tired. So thank you guys so much for watching. Take care, take it easy, stay safe, and ta-ta for now.